show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah. In your house with O'Con. Hey, O'Con in your house. Hollywood in your house. Hypocrisy's head in the clouds. Curating all kind of loud. Wrestling in front of the crowds. Paragon's holding it down. Anybody can get it. Josh Joseph standing on his decisions. He is the voice. There is no choice. We is them boys in your house making wrestling noise. Moving fast just like cruiserweight action. In your house is the perfect distraction. Rumpus in your ears when you in traction. Get this work with some wrestling action. Smoke.
What is up, guys? What is cracking? It's the Con Man, and we are in your house. And you guys already know the vibes. Anytime we slide on through, we're here to give you that work when it comes to this professional wrestling business. And guys, it is Sunday, and what a Sunday it is here in your house. You guys know what I say here. It's Sunday, fun day, and man, we got a lot of wrestling that is going down on this Sunday. We have AEW Forbidden Door that's going down as we speak. We're going to talk a little bit about that. We also have NXT Heatwave that is going down tonight. A lot of wrestling on this Sunday, but man, what is going on? I don't. All right. We're here. We're doing our thing. Where we were ready to come on here, talk a little bit of SmackDown. We didn't really want to focus too much on SmackDown because there's just so much going on today with wrestling, with NXT, with AEW. So we really wanted to keep the focus there, and that's exactly what we was gonna do. But yo, what the hell was going on last night over in KnoxPro? Some crazy stuff. We're going to talk about it here, but first I got to bring my guys on to the show here. And my guy, like I said, we talk SmackDown. We're going to talk a little SmackDown, and my guy covers all things SmackDown. He hangs out in his room. He's the blue-eyed villain. That is the Grunmeister. What is up, man?
What is up? I'm actually happy to say that after two SmackDowns in a row that seemed missable, this past Friday's SmackDown was actually a lot more interesting and worth watching.
Hey, that is what's up, man. Like, we're going to talk about that. We're going to get some of your highlights from SmackDown a little bit later on in the show, as we normally do on Sunday. But, man, I got to talk to my guy over here, and he is the producer of the show. We just had a really great episode Thursday. We covered Spike Dudley. It was a super fun episode. I call him the educator of Extreme on Thursdays, but today he's the producer of the show. It's the voice, Josh Joseph. What is up, man?
How goes it, Howsehold? How goes it, Grun's fans? Any Chaos Goblins out there? Sam Knight, we see you and we love you. Thank you for joining us. And Grun, did I hear you say worth? Like
yes.
Worth? Like
it
was worth it?
Worth money-wise. It was worth it, yeah.
Well, it's just factually inaccurate on so many different levels. I don't understand
and we'll
why you
get
wrote
into
it like
that on another in a little bit. I'm gonna explain worth and value to you, bud. But I love that we're here. It's an IYH. Let's talk some wrestling.
Yes, sir. We are going to talk some wrestling, but before we dive into it, man, I want to say we are on Facebook Live, we are on YouTube, we are on Twitch, but we are now showing on X. So Twitter, we are on Twitter right now. What is up to our new followers over there on X? We're about to talk all things professional wrestling to a brand new audience. So we appreciate you guys for joining us. And it looks like there's quite a bit of y'all. It's getting wild up in there. We appreciate y'all. But listen, we gotta talk all things wrestling. That's what we do here, fellas. That's exactly what we do. We talk all things wrestling. And I knew we were gonna have an episode today, and I was just kind of chilling out. I had to work yesterday. I got up from work. I'm running around. My son, he had football yesterday. Had his first regular season game, and it was good. He played a lot of minutes and was really utilized in the game. I was proud of him. It was great. Then I just kind of shut down last night and just kind of kicked it with my wife, and we just just shut everything off. I wasn't really on social media, or I wasn't really doing anything like that. I was just kind of vibing and whatnot and doing my thing. So I wake up this morning, I'm stretching and whatever, and I look over. I do that, you guys know the morning scroll that you do when you when you first wake up, and I'm seeing a video, and I'm seeing a video of what looks to be Rampage Jackson's son, Raja Jackson, and this is at KnoxPro, which shout out to Sam Knight once again, who trained at KnoxPro. It's a school ran by Rikishi. Uh, Very credible school. Many people trained in this school. Many people that came out of it. It's a very well respected school. But what we saw was Raja Jackson, the son of Rampage Jackson, UFC legend, and he picks this cat up. And I know Grun has all the information on it. We kind of talked about it a little bit before the show. He picks this professional wrestler up, this indie wrestler up, slams him down. It looks like at the point that he slammed him, he was done. I mean, he was asleep at that point.
It was out.
I mean, and it just, what happened after that was just a barrage of left and rights. And I'm like, yo, what the hell is going on? And I'm like, to a point where it's getting uncomfortable. You know what? I'm sitting over here telling y'all, walking y'all through it. We got the video here. I'm going to go ahead and play it. Then we'll get some of the guys' thoughts on it. And if you guys have any thoughts out there in the household, we can get your thoughts on it too. I'm going to play this video.
Hey, you gotta stop this shit, man. Hey. Stop this shit, man. Hey. Stop this shit, man.
All right. There was video of Roger, and I'm sorry, I should have prefixed that with if you're uncomfortable seeing stuff like that, you probably should have turned that off. So my apologies for that, but man, like that pissed me off. Like that really pissed me off, and I was just like, come on, what are we doing, man? What are we doing? Grun, I know that you've done a little bit of research on this situation. Could you kind of walk us through the backstory of this?
So, from what appears to have happened, is Jordan Hypocrisy Jones found a clip from earlier that day. It appeared that Sicko Stu, I don't know, maybe seems like he'd been drinking a bit, smashed a beer can over Raja's head.
Yeah.
Raja didn't appreciate that. I guess Sicko he was just getting into character, being a pro wrestler. So okay, maybe some bad decision on his part, but Raja looked like he was not playing around. People immediately started separating them, telling Raja to chill. They weren't condoning what Sicko did. They were just trying to cool the situation down. And then there was a clip that it appears Raja put out himself of moments before he did that, admitting that he was told, one punch, get out, and then he continues to say, nah, I'm going to hit him as many times as I can. So here is the best possible description of what the scenario is. Sicko crossed the line, whatever. But Raja got hot-headed and decided to, okay, you want to cross the line with me? I'm going to cross the line with you. It's like, okay, Sicko, okay, maybe he was just being an idiot earlier in the day. Like maybe that's all he's guilty of doing. Raja, you beat the hell out of somebody while they were unconscious. And there's some asshole on the internet right now, on X, right now saying that Sicko is a WWE wrestler. I'm like, I can't, all his social media mates, I find nothing saying that he's with WWE in any way.
Yeah,
so
that dude's just an idiot.
Yeah,
Don't even pay attention to that guy.
So I'm like, so it's like, my guess is that some people are going to take the side of, we need to defend Raja Jackson because he didn't do anything wrong, he didn't know better. KnoxPro is ran by Rikishi or owned by Rikishi. It's like, no, Raja is a grown ass man. Okay, people make bad decisions all the time, but like, if this was a work, even Rampage, he goes on, admits that this was supposed to be a work. It went wrong. It went wrong in the worst possible way.
Yeah.
Sam in chat saying Stu is one of his friends. Dude, Miro from WWE, an actual WWE superstar, goes on the internet, goes on X, says, here's his exact quote: "I've known and trained Sicko Stu for 15 years. He's a former U.S. Army veteran and amazing guy. There are no excuses for what happened in that ring. Praying for a strong kick out."
Man, listen, all right, man. So, like I said, I got Sam in the chat, and once again, like I said earlier, Sam is KnoxPro. That is where he trained at. 20-year veteran. This kid is a young man who took absolute liberties, and you went way too far, and you almost took a man's life. I get it. Maybe he was the beer can, you felt disrespected, you didn't like it. I get it. I hear where you coming from, young brother. I get it. I feel it. But man, you were there at KnoxPro doing what? What were you doing, bro? Like, are you potentially trying to train to be a professional wrestler? Are you potentially going to be an MMA fighter? No matter what the situation is, if this is in fact real, if this is in fact what's going on, man, you potentially throwing your life away, taking another man's life potentially. This man is sitting in a hospital bed. He's a freaking veteran, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to control yourself, brother. All right? Because doing something like that, I don't know what's going to be the consequences of this. I don't know. I don't know what the fallout is going to be of this. All I know is that was a very poor decision made. And I mean, if this is for whatever reason a storyline, I don't understand why. I mean, I don't understand. I just straight up said I don't understand why. But like I said, you had Rampage Jackson who made who made a post about it. He felt like he had to come out and step up and say something. Which, I mean, yeah, it's your son, like. And he was saying that he knows that, I don't have the exact tweet, but in what paraphrasing, he was saying he knows that a lot of this is on his son. It's on his son's head. Man, get some anger management, something like that. You crossed that line, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not only did you cross that line, but you took liberty. Like, when I was always told that when you're in the wrestling business, you trust in somebody, you are giving somebody trust of your body. You understand what I'm saying? They are trusting you to take care of their body. Okay? He crossed that line, bro. That line was crossed. And not only was it crossed, a man's life was almost taken. It's just like Brucey saying, you're giving your life and putting it into someone else's hands. Bro, you are not a trained wrestler. You had no business being in that ring. I don't care if this is okay. All right, this is what the plan is or whatever, bro. No, you need to go with the plan. All right, you took this man out, you knocked him out, bro. Like, I don't know, I don't know, bro. Like, you got to get some things in order, because right now I don't see no place for you in the business. You don't understand what we do here. But voice, uh, I know you seen it, man. You saw the video. Give me some of your thoughts.
Some of my thoughts are I've been backstage at indie shows, and it's a fun environment. A lot of guys are getting ready to go out there and perform, so they like to do things. I heard the same things I believe Bruzy was saying, or Fighting's ones. The beer can thing was a work. There may have been some thoughts, some talks about Raja training, becoming something. Usually that's how that starts. But
Mm-hmm.
here's the thing, though. When you're back there, you have to drop you have to drop not your guard, but you have to drop everything, like the seriousness in which you take yourself.
Yes.
If I didn't, then one of my favorite performers that I seen on an indie show, he went by Cujo, in which he did this Joker mixed with some insane today philosophy type dude, and he was really good at it. But one time I was giving an interview, he popped out of the corner to scare me. So in Raja's mind, I have full legitimate claim to do whatever I want to Cujo because he embarrassed me backstage. That's bullshit. Here's the thing. Rampage, you need to cut the coattails that you have so Raja can quit riding on them, because who the fuck is he? Has anybody even heard of him besides Rampage nutted in his mom and created him 9 months later? Woo! I don't know who the fuck you are. You've never made an impact. Your father has. And when you go out there and you do things like this, you are taking your father's name, the name that has provided you the life that you lived, all the things you had, all the opportunities you were privileged. You're smearing it. You're spitting all over that name when you do stupid shit like this. I get it. If you have video out there saying, they told you one punch, go and do it, because it sounds like that's within a storyline. But
Yeah.
you knocked the man out with the throw, which was a good throw. For a man that size, you picking him up and throwing him like that, great. But then the punches, the elbows, the forearms, you really need to not take yourself seriously, because as of right now, you're a nobody besides somebody who just almost killed a man in the ring because they smashed a beer can over your head backstage at an indie show.
Which did look like it didn't even affect you in the slightest bit. Like, it doesn't look like it hurt you at all.
So let's
He
go get your
no-sold the hell
son.
out of that.
Let's go get your son, House, because Sandman hit him with a cane when we were at a show. So now we got to get out there and we got to hunt Sandman down. We got to teach him a lesson.
Right,
Like,
right, yeah.
get the fuck out of here with it. And anybody out there defending Raj, you look like you got 10 dicks in your mouth.
You
like,
don't
get the fuck out of here.
There ain't
This
nothing
is
to defend.
ridiculous. This is this is so disheartening. I'm not trying to be mean to anybody, but this goes over a line that should not be crossed. You did this in front of kids.
Yeah.
Somebody went to their first show, and this is what they seen. This is the taste you left in their mouth because somebody hit you with a beer can backstage. Wow, Rampage Jackson. I mean, come on, man. What's going on? Why
So you
put
almost
lumps
took a
on
man's
this
life?
dude's head? Put lumps on his head. Teach him a lesson.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree, man. Listen, man. We have fun here. This is a fun podcast, man. We speculate, and we're gonna do that. We're gonna get to that point, but that came across my timeline, and everything that these fellas are saying here, man. Like, and I'm saying it too. Like, this is fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that there's a seriousness to wrestling. I know that, everybody's taking themselves seriously. There's that competitive edge and everything. But Like, man, it should never get to a point to where we're at a point where somebody has to worry about their life.
Exactly.
It should never be at that point. Like, at any level of professional wrestling, there's never a point to actually commit fatal harm to these people. This is all a competitive simulation of violence. You know, it's hard hitting, it's high flying, and yes, there's people who are going to get hurt. People are going to get hurt, but it is never, 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 never the intent to take somebody's life. And when that gets crossed, when we're at that point, man, we need to start making some real decisions here because we're at a point where it's like we need to distinguish who needs to be able to cross into locker rooms. Just because you're the son of so and so UFC wrestler doesn't mean that you should just be ushered into a professional wrestling locker room because you don't know. You don't know. You don't know how it works. You don't know the dynamics. You just don't know. And it's becoming way too easy. God, I'm sounding like one of those old guys. It's becoming way too easy for people that don't know nothing about the business to get into the business.
Very true. Isn't it, correct me if there's anybody in the Sam, if you're still in the chat, but isn't there a saying backstage, you want to leave the ring the same way you entered the ring, you know, without your being injured, without being like you want to be able to, and you want to make sure that that guy that you're with, who you're doing your match with, has that same opportunity, because a lot of these guys on this level are plumbers, factory workers, auto mechanics. Some of the women on there, they're teachers, secretaries, also manufacturers. But the thing is, the ultimate thing is they all have something outside of this. This is their passion. This is what they love to do. And you came in and you metaphorically took your liberties with what was happening. And I'm sorry, but there needs to be a line drawn. We can have fun. We can introduce new people to this world that we all love, but this is not the way to do it. This is not the way to do it.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't know, man. It was just one of those things. And Brucey, I don't like to say that I'm old. I like to say that I'm timeless, man. So let's stick with that. But man, it was just a disgusting act, man. Like, in all seriousness, a disgusting act. Once again, don't know what the repercussions are going to be on what's going to happen to this kid. But yeah, Rampage, you need to talk some sense into your kid. Y'all need to have a real conversation because, like, you're straight up, your son's going to find himself in the penitentiary real quick with a temper like that and skills that you've probably taught him since a young age. He is going to hurt somebody very badly. So I'm not condoning what he's doing, what he did at all. I absolutely don't condone what he did at all. But get this young man into some anger management, some therapy of some kind. You know what I'm saying? Or if he's not going to be in prison for what just happened, he's going to find himself in prison real quick. So, I mean, that's all I got for that part of this thing. I mean, there's no real good segue out of that. There's just no good segue out of that. But like, I hope this young man can turn himself around before he hurts himself, somebody else, and finds himself in a situation that he doesn't want to be in. So yeah. Once again, no real good segue out of that. I'm just gonna say that we had SmackDown, and we're not gonna cover too much of SmackDown, like I said at the top of the show here, because we got a lot of wrestling that's going on today. But I got to throw it to my man Grun here because he covers all things SmackDown. Could you give myself, voice, and the household out there some of your highlights from this past Friday's SmackDown?
Well, from this past Friday's SmackDown, we got to see Charlotte Flair take on Piper Niven. Match was pretty good. We had another tag team match, the main event, I believe. Did a little bit of drinking over the weekend, so I might not remember.
Me too, man. Me too.
It was a good weekend to just Give me seconds. I pull up the results from this past. All right, yeah, the main event was Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill teaming up to take on Nia Jackson and Becky Lynch. Becky, who
Yeah.
started out the show dissing her hometown of Dublin, Ireland, and
She should.
and I didn't realize this was the very first time WWE has ever aired live from Dublin.
Oh,
Really, well, live for the rest of the world, pre-recorded for us.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Because it was on the USA
Yeah.
network and they have to stick to those time constraints. Nightwing, what is
What
up,
up,
bro? I
bro?
just wanted to say what's up to you, man. Go ahead, though, man. Continue.
All right, so the Miz and Carmelo Hayes. Mello defended Miz backstage against the Motor City Machine Guns, or no, it was not the Motor City Machine. It was Fraxium, the team they beat the previous week. And the reason why Mello was defending is because Miz stole the pin from Mello when Mello
He did.
didn't need his help. And Mello don't Miz and Mello, they faced Motor City Machine Guns this past Sunday or Friday. And Miz did the same thing again. And Mello had the same reaction. Mello's getting pissed off at this.
Mm-hmm.
Miz is clearly trying to recapture his glory.
Yeah.
So the question there is gonna be, is it going to be, are they turning Mello face, which might work out for him,
Mm-hmm.
or are they going to make it a story where Miz is realizing he's in the twilight of his years? The fans get behind him because they're like, yeah, I mean, we love you, Miz. We love everything you've done for the business. Mello is mad because he's being told to sit on the sidelines. You're the side character to my story. And does Mello just, you know what? I don't need you. I've got another tag team partner, Trick Williams. That could be. I mean, like, it's still early, but I'm just happy that they're giving a story to Mello to tell.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
I can't be mad about that.
No.
It's about time.
Yeah, and all right, so the Piper Niven Charlotte Flair match, Piper Niven was able to pick up the win with help from Chelsea and Alba with various distractions, and Chelsea even getting involved while the referee's back was turned.
Oh, wow. So
I don't believe it.
I'm trying to remember that there. So even though there was involvement, it was a clean 1-2-3 by Piper Niven to Charlotte Flair.
I believe it was from what I can see and remember. The most Chelsea Green did was force Charlotte to break up the figure 8 submission hold.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay,
She
so that's a big win.
Yeah,
took her arms out while she arched it up. That's all Chelsea did.
Gotcha. Yeah. That's a good win for Piper Niven.
It is
great win for Piper.
It is, especially since it got her and Alba a tag team match, tag team title match.
Yes,
next Friday, in Lyon, France.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, so
I like it.
What a name for a city.
Oh,
Lyon.
So let's pause for a second.
Yeah.
Because I want to talk about the Secret Hervis right now, real quick. I want to talk about Secret Hervis, and then I want to talk about Carmelo Hayes and stay with them for a quick little second here. We from Bruzy. We love you, Bruzy. But I see things are developing for the Secret Hervis. I like it. And Secret Hervis is a team that we have talked about for quite a number of weeks here at In Your House. And I could definitely see a situation where they can get those tag team championships. Voice, I'm going to throw it to you because you have been a big advocate of the Secret Hervis, but you've also been a big advocate of Carmelo Hayes for a very long time. You see things starting to pivot for these two talents. It seems like Carmelo Hayes is now getting in the business of storytelling, which him being mixed up with The Miz, perfect for that. What would you like to see from that? Would you like to see a face turn for Carmelo Hayes, or would you like to see him go in a different lane? And what are your thoughts on the Secret Hervis as of right now?
Well, with Mello, we need something because they're not putting him in these positions until now, in which I really like. I think that this has so much meat on the bones. And before I go any further, we have 107 people viewing us right now.
I
This
know
is
it's beautiful.
amazing.
It's
Yeah,
amazing.
that just blew my mind. So I just wanted to say thank you for giving us your time.
Give it,
But
yes, yes.
back to Mello, I want to say this. Mello, you are fantastic. I love all that you're doing, but a heel turn would be pretty interesting because Miz is, like you said, Grun, he's getting in the years. It's going to be a time where maybe we don't see Miz in the ring as much, but we will know he'll be backstage. He'll be doing stuff with the WWE. He's WWE for life. I mean, the dude was getting drunk on MTV pretending to be a character in the WWE, and then
Yeah.
he made it happen. He like
Crazy
actually
watching that guy
yeah,
grow up.
his fucking dream board came true, and that's
Yeah.
fantastic for him. And he's had a long career in it and done well. I absolutely love what the Miz has done, and hopefully will continue to do for a little bit longer, especially with Mello, because Miz is going to be able to draw that compassion from the fans because we remember him, the nostalgia. We love that. Everybody in America lives on nostalgia, no
Mhm.
matter what section of the world you're in America. But you have to make Mello like nasty. I'm talking like Trick Williams chucking somebody over a commentator table and them landing on their back nasty. You got to
Yeah.
make it look like he's out to hurt the Miz and make the Miz not exist anymore. And I think he has it in him. His in-ring work is always so good. It's really good. Yes, does he have some things that might mess up? Yeah, that's going to happen when you have two guys running it, filling the crowd. Sometimes you get amped up. But his matches usually range anywhere from 3 to 5 stars. And those are great matches. And him and the Miz together is money. We got to keep money flowing in. They love
Yeah.
money, trust me. I figured that out this weekend. But, you know, Secret Hervis, fantastic. I think anything Chelsea Green's around is going to create gold. She
Mm.
understands it, she gets
Yep.
it, and
Yep.
everybody around her seems to enjoy and love what they're doing. If you look at this group specifically, there's smiles on their faces, they're having fun, they're doing things that you don't see everybody doing. And playing to the crowd, Piper Niven is a phenom. She is the George Lucas of popping the crowd. She is everything that you could figure out good into one ball and put it out there. She gets it. And this win over Charlotte, this is going to put Piper into many of the atmospheres P was telling us about with her before we all really got on board with her and seeing this. Her Reservoir Dogs callback was fantastic. As me as a fan of her and that movie, just so great. Her just the way when she has her glasses on and she just stands back there and she'll point at people in the crowd. I love it. This
Yeah.
group is awesome. They need to be highlighted. This is a
Yes.
Hall of Fame type team. I hope they keep this going for a while.
Yes, yes. And might I add, I want to bring something to you and Grunmeister's like mind here. In what universe would you guys ever imagine like a year ago? Let's just say a year ago, would you ever imagine that you would think Piper Niven would get a pinfall victory over Charlotte Flair? Come
Uh,
on, man.
I mean, to be honest with you, no.
Come on. Piper wasn't nowhere near on Charlotte Flair's level. If you talk about WWE, is she a great wrestler? Yes. Yes, great wrestler, but I'm talking about where they were at on the card. She wasn't on her level. Now Charlotte has come down come down the card, and now she's letting people like Piper Niven pick up those victories, and it's great. It's great for Piper Niven's career, and I do think eventually that they're gonna hold that gold. Fighting what don't you believe? What you don't believe that you won it? Because I don't believe it neither. But listen, man, I'm just saying I enjoy this group. Like you said, voice. I enjoy this group, and I enjoy the positioning of Carmelo Hayes. I think you got to keep trying with Carmelo Hayes. I do believe that he is still being positioned to be in line for a United States Championship opportunity at some point. But I think there needs to be a pivot point to get to that point. And I think that Miz is going to get him there. Miz is a great, great person to have in his corner because we get that Carmelo Hayes, like you said, voice, bell to bell, he's going to give you a fantastic match. Easy money, no problem. He's a fantastic in-ring competitor. But he's got to learn on the main roster and figure out how to make people care. And I think that that's what has been the tough road for Carmelo because he's going to give you a great match, but how are you going to make them care about Carmelo Hayes and everything Carmelo Hayes is doing? And Miz, one of the absolute best in making you care about what he is doing. I think it's a great mix for Carmelo Hayes. So Secret Harvest, Carmelo Hayes, definitely talents to keep your eye on, especially if you're watching SmackDown. But Grun, anything else that you got from SmackDown that was kind of got you like, this is interesting?
Yeah, you know what, John Cena. So Roger Jackson was not the only one this past weekend from Friday night to today that has committed a crime. John Cena committed a crime. He murdered Logan Paul in a promo.
Didn't he knock down? He knocked down the whole Prime, the whole hydration station.
He killed it.
The line was we're a branding opportunity for you to buy another Pokemon card.
I was like, damn.
Wow.
I'm like,
this is the John Cena that we love, and we know Josh. We know you can enjoy you are enjoying this, but at the same time, you're like, I wish heel Cena was still here.
I really liked heel Cena. I thought it played well.
I'm not gonna lie.
I wish the storyline would have been done better.
Yeah,
because it did seem like they just chopped the snake's head off. But yes, I do appreciate what he's doing here. And honestly, during the highlights, I said to myself, John Cena is the G-rated version of Joel Gertner when it comes to promos.
I'm sure John Cena would take that as a compliment.
Yeah, he would have to.
But other than that, we seem to be moving towards Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa for the United States Championship. R-Truth went to Dublin, Georgia instead of Dublin, Ireland.
Damn it, man.
Damn it, Truth. But you know what? Truth found a replacement for the match that never happened. It was the Damian Priest came out. They got into a brawl with Aleister Black. So I like that. I like Aleister Black is going to be in feud with Damian Priest. I think it should be good.
That'll be a good feud.
It should be a good feud.
I think that will be a good feud, yeah.
Yeah, Randy Orton RKO'd Drew McIntyre.
He did. Right out of his feet. Yeah. That dude got the RKO of a lifetime.
Oh, yeah. We love Randy. And so potentially those who are going to have a match at Clash in Paris. There's still a week before it's confirmed, before the whole card is confirmed. But I mean, the SmackDown, it was fun. It definitely set up like, okay, some things are going to happen either next week or at Clash in Paris. Either way, tune in to Clash in Paris. Tune in to next week's SmackDown. That is everything they did. There was one more segment at the end where Logan Paul cheap shotted John Cena in the face.
Yes.
He's I believe it went over the recordings though. I don't believe, because it was like I had like a minute left. I'm like, no, I don't think they're gonna cut short the Jade Cargill Tiffany Stratton win for this tiny segment. So, oh well.
So Nightwing is saying they refilmed the punch from Logan
Mhm.
Paul.
They did.
Does anybody know about this?
I did see. So the original punch, it was from a side angle, and it
Mm-hmm.
and it looked bad. And not the form, not Cena. It was just I guess John Cena, he reacted too soon, or Logan didn't get close enough. Like it looked too
It
fake.
showed how the sausage was being made, and they
Yeah,
didn't like it.
Yeah.
So they redid it, and the new angle was better. It was from a slightly from a acute angle, a little kind of behind Cena's left with Nick on the left side of the camera. Logan comes up. You see him come up with the punch. So it's like it still delivers the same result.
Fans, you ain't ever going to get another JFK assassination description like that on any other podcast.
No.
Good job, Grun. You had where everybody was at, where the gang. I love it. You're fucking
That was
fantastic.
fire. Oh man. Oh,
I
just crazy.
I do have a question for you guys.
Sure.
Are you aware of anything else going on tonight in wrestling?
We have NXT Heatwave going on tonight.
I was gonna be scared. Like shit. Am I the only one who didn't know that Heatwave?
Yes,
on tonight?
NXT Heatwave going on tonight. I wanted to do a little speculation on that, and then also we have, as we speak, as we are talking, we have AEW Forbidden Door going on. But there's still some conversations to be had, and I want to have those conversations as far as the scales tipping, things going on with AEW and WWE and all their stuff going on with going to ESPN, because we know that they're going to be going to ESPN officially September 20th for WrestlePalooza, going down right here in my hometown of Indiana. As well. But first, before we do all that, Grun, I know you're ready to talk and get to it, but I want to take a break. I want to pay a few bills. And then when we come back from that, I got to announce we got a new partnership that we're involved with, and a lot of things to announce, because also our fantasy football is going to be going live starting next week. We still have spots open. We're going to talk about that. A lot to talk about. But first, once again, take a break, come back. We're going to talk about all that on the other side.
Hello, everyone. It's the Pope Elijah Burke, founder and president of the Love Alive charity. I wanted to take this brief moment to share with you my charity's continued humanitarian efforts to positively impact the impoverished communities in and around the greater Jacksonville area. This cannot be possible without your support. If you'd be so kind, please take a moment to visit our website, love-alive.org, to learn more about the charity and its mission. Also, feel free to donate to our 501c3 organization that operates off of the donation of the public, which is you. Whether that be by website or via Cash App, $1 help makes a difference in the lives of others as we continue to positively influence many people by being the change that we wish to see in the world.
Welcome to the Brainbuster T-shirt website where your favorite podcast team in your house lives. Look at all these fantastic options you have.
If you want that sweet hype, we got it. You want to be divinely designed at yours. Have you lost your voice? We have all that voice merch for you. Are you just a part of the household? We got that too. Brainbuster Tees is where IYH live. Brainbuster Tees is where IYH live.
What's up, guys? It is Howse, executive producer of the In Your House Wrestling Network. And hey, we have a lot of fun with wrestling here. But I was thinking, it's almost September, and it's almost football season. So I got with the team, and myself and the team decided that it was a great opportunity for us to do something different. So we're going to be hosting the first ever In Your House Championship Fantasy Football League. And guys, this is going to be super exciting because this is going to be opportunities for merch from our Brain Buster Tea store, for opportunities to become a guest host on an episode of In Your House, and prizes such as our grand prize, which will be a fantasy football championship belt. So that's going to be huge. It's going to be a fun time, y'all. But the only way to get involved in it is to join our Yahoo Sports League. And we'll make sure we put the link in there. But the draft, that's important. You want to be there for the draft to get the best possible team. And that's going to be August 30th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So go ahead and join the In Your House Championship Fantasy Football League. And hey, let's see if you can put in that work. What's up, guys? It is Howse back to In Your House, and you guys seen it. We are having that. That is our In Your House Championship Fantasy Football League. It's going to be a fun time, y'all. We're still accepting people to be in this fantasy football. A lot of awesome prizes. So we're just looking to do this, have fun, create engagement within the household, man. And man, this is freaking awesome. We have 110 people viewing us right now. So we really appreciate everybody that's checking out what we are doing over on X, over on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, across all those platforms. But yes, this is going to be a great time. It's once again just trying to create engagement for you guys out there in the household. And I know a lot of you guys that love wrestling also love football too, and other different sports. But listen, Grun voice, I gotta talk to you guys. I got to tell you guys here what's up, all right? Because I don't know if you guys have seen, but I have recently been on a health journey, guys, all right? I've been doing a lot of taking care of my body. I have been hitting the gym a lot more, and I got to tell you guys, I have been looking and feeling the best that I've felt in a very long time. I'm 38, I have 3 kids, and I feel like the way I'm feeling now, I'm feeling like I'm like 26 or 27 again, consistently getting in the gym and being able to do what I do. And a lot of that is because I'm able to, recuperate, rejuvenate, and do all the things I need to do with my body, recover and everything. And man, such a huge part of the workouts that I do. And I know we have so many potential professional wrestlers, people listen to us when they're in the gym, people that are looking to self-improve and whatnot. And I can say that I'm doing the same thing. And that's why I am happy to announce that In Your House has partnered with Goalie Nutrition for Goalie Gummies. Man, it is such a great, I use these things here, right here, Goalie Gummies. So much different options that you can get there. Right now, this is the apple cider vinegar option, and that's really good for like getting energy, or maybe just cutting, trimming your stomach up a little bit if you're trying to get a few pounds off the stomach and whatnot. Then I'm somebody who has issues with hypertension, blood pressure. The Goalie Beat Gummies, great for those. And man, it's really helped with my workouts. It's really helped with my energy. It's really helped knock down my blood pressure in a major way. So that's been real great. But so many different options like Matcha Mind. If you're looking to focus, that's one I've had in the past. The ashwagandha gummies are really good if you're looking to unwind and just chill out and relax. But there's a lot of different packs and things that you can see. They have different options for anything that you're looking for, and that's at goalie.com. And while you're over there at goalie.com, make sure that you use promo code IYH. You can get a discount of 15% off. Let them know that us here at In Your House, the Household, sent you. Once again, Goalie golly.com. Promo code IYH for a discount. And remember, we're here for y'all guys, wellness and health, as well as talking some professional wrestling. So yeah, voice, we have a new partnership here with Goalie Gummy Man. And like I said, they've been real helpful. Hopefully they can help out some of our household too, bro.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this partnership. It's going to be fun. It's going to help out some people too. Here's a little secret time. Pull back the curtain. Howse, I had a band in high school named Hypertension.
Really?
Yeah,
that's cool.
yeah. It was. I just thought that was funny, but I didn't want to interrupt your little, promoting the new alignment.
Yes.
So yeah, so
that's funny.
Go order some. Use the code.
Yes. Once again, promo code IYH at checkout. Goalie.com. Make sure you guys check that out for anything. And we got some more stuff coming. But man, so excited about that. A lot of things going on. We're keeping that motion going here at In Your House. And that's exactly what I intend to do. Now, like I said, like we were talking about before we went to break, we have NXT Heatwave tonight. As we speak, going on currently right now is AEW Forbidden Door. And man, it has been a consistent discussion in the chat within the household that, man, and you know what? Now that I think about it, I want to tell you guys, this is a perfect lead up for what we're about to talk about, okay? So I was at work yesterday. And you guys know what I do. I don't really put it out there like that for people to know, but you guys know what I do. So one of my coworkers walk up to me because they know I'm the wrestling guy, So he's like, "Hey man, you saw the tickets? You saw the ticket prices for WrestlePalooza?" And I just looked at him. I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Man, what are they doing?" He looked at me because once again he knows I'm the wrestling guy. He's like, "What are they doing with WWE?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He says, I mean, I can't afford to do anything with WWE anymore. I can't go to their shows. They're going to be going to this ESPN deal, which is, I'm not, he straight up said, "I don't watch any other sports. I only watch wrestling. So there's no point for me to go to ESPN because I'm not getting banged for my buck. Yeah, if you like other sports, yeah, maybe that's cool for you. But if you only want to go there to watch wrestling," he's like, "So yeah, now I'm done watching, WWE PLEs." And I was like, damn. And I straight up told him, I was like, "This is exactly what me and my team have been talking about on the podcast." And he knows about the podcast and he thinks we're great. He listens to us and whatnot, and we appreciate it. I know you're out there walking those streets listening to us right now, bro. So it's appreciated. But yeah, it's just like, it just really hit me. I'm like, what we're talking about on the pod that we have been talking about for a few weeks is actually affecting real people, real fans. They're taking their money and going somewhere else. And I'm like, oh shit, this is really he was like, and when I told him, it's just like I said, I used the exact wording I used on this podcast. And I was like, "Professional wrestling is a blue collar art form." And he was like, "Hell yeah, it is." And I was like, "I know." And he's like, "They're pricing," and he said something very interesting, and it stuck with me, and I wanted to say it on this show. And he said, what they're doing is they're changing who they're targeting in they're more targeting more like celebrity-esque people and influencers and social media people or whatever that are going to come to the show that can afford to spend freaking $5,000 on a floor seat. That's insane. Like, just to get on the floor of an event, like, it's like at the cheapest you're looking at $200 to kiss the roof of Gamebridge on September 20th. And we just had that discussion, and I was like, "Hey man, just because I was just, it's like, what are you thinking? What would you, I mean, are you just going to be done with wrestling? Is that it? Like, are you going to be done with it?" He's like, "Well, I might watch that AEW." And I was like, "Oh, okay." He's like, "Yeah, it seems like they're more," and this is a real story. Like, I'm not just like, I'm not just making this shit up. He's like, it seems like they're more geared towards wanting to make wrestling about wrestling, as to where WWE is changing who they're targeting to. And I was like, that's interesting that somebody who's a very casual fan like him is coming to is coming to that. And I'm not saying that WWE, I would ever stop watching WWE because I love WWE. But all I'm saying and bringing to the panel here, and you guys out there in the household, the chat is going crazy. We appreciate y'all. Is there opportunity for those scales to tip? Can, if they make the right moves, because we've been talking about this for like a week now in our chat, our personal in your house brain trust that we have between me and the guys. Is there, where are we at with a scale tipping, with WWE changing who they're pushing towards, and maybe AEW getting some of that fan base voice? I want some of your thoughts on that.
They'll get some of their fan base, but will they retain them?
Right.
That's been the issue with AEW. And I know a lot of you out there think that I'm probably one of the biggest AEW haters besides Grun on this channel, but I'm not. I was one of the only watch-alongs for Saturday Night Collision on this network for months.
100% facts. He gave. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I'm just.
Oh, you're good.
Back, because I know where you're coming, the spot that you're coming from, and I just want to put it out there. I'm like, this man really did every Saturday night, consistently talked about this show, watched along with it, had faith in this show, and it knocked him down. So now we're in a spot right now where it's like, is there an opportunity for AEW to retain that fan base? We've all been hurt by AEW. I know I can say it, but is there opportunity where things can pivot? Is what I'm bringing to the table.
Yeah, I think there is, and I think that there has been somebody in Tony's ear telling him that maybe it's time to figure it out, because WWE right now is pricing themselves out of their fan base. How long is Logan going to be in wanting to do this? Because he's one of them that has brought the influencers. I'm pretty sure he's one of them who said, well, you know, you could probably charge this for this because I'm here. What's his contract like? Where is it, you know, monetary value?
For sure.
I hope AEW does pick up some of the fan base and they do start to grow and become better. I really do hope that. Deep down inside, that's what I want. WWE, I want them to learn a lesson. I want them to learn the lesson of guys who come on here every Sunday, fans who come into this chat every Sunday, and all our other shows we have throughout the week, to hear us talk and to have fun over one form of entertainment. This whole network is pretty much based around your company and what we cover. To price people like us out, and people maybe who don't even do what we do, who just watch it like House's coworker, you're going to kill off your own brand. And how long is it going to take you to reverse gears? Because it's going to happen. If you think you're going to make your billions back by doing actions like this, you're in a dreamland. You have no clue what the hell you're doing. And you know what? If there's some rich people out there who want to buy it, they want to go down there and do that and turn it into nothing more than a manufactured shit in a box. Great, grand. AEW did that. That's why I lost it, because there's no connection going on anymore. You have the connections of the individual superstars, but the company as a whole is like, for instance, I tried to watch 2 hours before this. I tried to pop on.
Right.
Went on to my Hulu, tried to pop on Smackdown to catch up, to make sure I was caught up with everything, to have an educated conversation with Grun. It popped up and said only for live viewing TV. So Hulu has already gone against what they originally started out with, was next day television. If you didn't have cable, you could get this app and you could catch everything you wanted on cable the next day. Now it popped up $95 I have to pay to be able to watch, to have a month. So now you're in cable land prices, which why we left streaming, or why we left cable to go to streaming.
Right.
So I don't understand. See, you guys can think I'm crazy and everything, but I do believe in different timelines. And I do believe in 2020 there was a certain thing that happened and it shifted everything, which propelled us into this new timeline that we are. Am I saying that our timeline went picked up and then inserted? No, but what I am saying that there was an issue that caused people to do certain things and that never came back down. During that time, you could charge money outrageously for crazy stuff. Did you guys ever try to get a hotel during those times?
I did not know.
I did. It cost us $300 a night.
Oh my God.
We took the kids on a vacation because we had to get out of where we were at. It was $300 a night. And it wasn't like there was nobody walking in wearing a tuxedo being like, Mr. Kuhn, how are you doing today? Would you like some of it? No, it was your regular fucking lodge.
Yeah.
So the prices never came down. And I think that this is where we're at. They think that this is the loudest voices must have the biggest paychecks right now. Because I don't know. I'm so sad right now. Like the inner child of me is dying because you're taking away the one thing that I've loved since a kid.
And it sucks. Just adding to that, I'm sorry, just adding to that.
No, you're good.
Because it's like you said, like everything, and this is not a political podcast, nothing like that or anything like that, but everything's already like super expensive. And it's like, now you're making wrestling expensive. And I'm like, bro, like there's so many people that are saying like, oh, I hate it, bro, because I've said it on this show before. In the last year or so, I've seen so many like young new wrestling fans. They're young, they love wrestling and stuff. And like, and it's crazy because now I'm hearing people saying like, well, I'm probably gonna have to be done watching WWE, and then people who don't want to stop watching wrestling but can't afford to watch WWE. I'm already seeing a few influencers that are like on our level. They're pivoting to AEW, and I'm not saying this channel is pivoting to AEW. We cover all things wrestling. That's what it is. That's the foundation of this podcast, is that we cover all things wrestling. But like, I'm already seeing some of that slow shift happening, and I'm like, what's the end game here? Grun, I know you are not an AEW guy in the slightest. I know they broke your heart just like they broke our hearts. You're a WWE guy through and through. I am as well. But where are you at, man, with where things are at currently in the climate of the struggle between WWE, AEW, and the deals that that WWE is having with ESPN that's kind of pricing out some of the fan base?
Where I'm at is I'm in two places.
Mm-hmm.
Logically, I'm thinking this is TKO telling WWE we need to make our money back. WWE, Triple H, they're like, they know their fan base, only a small portion of their fan base can afford these kind of prices constantly every month.
Right.
The majority of wrestling fans, and look, they're either like me, single, like you two, who wife, kids. It's and the most money that an average wrestling fan probably makes right now, the most the average maybe $100,000, which, you know what, 30 years ago would have been like, that's good money. You can go every week. That's not today. $100,000 cannot afford you. It can afford you a nice lifestyle.
I wish I made $100,000.
I wish. Okay, you guys probably still make more than I don't know. Maybe you guys make more than me. Hopefully you do. You with kids. If you don't, that's a crime. But you know, like AEW, they were making they made a promotion That was for people that were sick and tired of the most stupidest bull crap sports entertaining, heartless, soulless content.
Yep, facts. It's true.
And Dynamite, when it first started, AEW, when it first started, full of passion, full of people that had nothing to lose. They hired people like Darby Allin, John Silver, for guys that had nothing to lose because they had no name.
Yep.
Nobody gave a damn if they broke their necks and ended their career any day because nobody knew who they were.
Mm-hmm.
They made names for themselves. Ricky Starks became one of the most, the entire fan base, we believe that he could be one of the top guys in AEW. AEW just kind of gave up on him. William Morrissey, which I'm very shocked that like, apparently he's got more personality than he was able to show in WWE. Has done well for himself. A Private Party has consistently improved over that time. AEW dropped the ball with Proud and Powerful, Santana and Ortiz, causing Santana to say, "I'm done with you guys." And now he's TNA, potentially going to be the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, and then later, maybe make his jump to WWE. Like AEW
would be interesting.
It would be, but my point is AEW has at no point did their roster have zero potential. The talent, the potential, the ability, the limitless creative options you could have done in AEW were just exactly that, limitless. They could have fucked WWE so hard, and they dropped the ball, and it started when Cody left. Cody wanted to finish his story, but my guess is that if Tony Khan let Cody have all the control Cody wanted, Cody never would have left. I think Cody left because there were differences that he could not sort out with Tony Khan. CM Punk left because Tony Khan could not control his roster. And now the only thing I can think of is that it is Jon Moxley. And I love Jon Moxley. I loved him. But I'm hoping right now he and Bryan Danielson and Chris Jericho and Edge and Christian have gathered the entire roster and said, everyone sit your asses down because there are egos in here that need to be killed. You do not run this promotion. This promotion is not about you, not about you. It's about the fucking fans. It's about them. They pay your salary. Without the fans.
They do. They do pay.
My point is that without the fans, no ticket sales, no merchandise sales, no followers on social media, nothing. If they leave, you're screwed. If they stop watching us, you're screwed. This ain't about you. This is about the promotion. This is about the fans. If we don't make money, if people think that they can just tune us out, not watch us, and kind of know what's going on, that sucks for us. It doesn't matter how many 5-second clips get 1 million views.
Hey, you heard it. You heard it. And this is the big thing. Like you said, they lost control, or he lost control of the roster. Tony did, and I think that there's a lot of learning to do from Tony Khan. And we've said it on this show before. A lot of the issues is not the talent with AEW; it's the lack of trust in Tony Khan. Now, I want to bring something to the table here, continue this conversation here, because this is something that I put in the chat a few days ago. Maybe it was yesterday, I think, but it sparked a discussion, and I want to go ahead and credit the Legends Wrestling page on Facebook for this, and that's AEW President Tony Khan isn't worried about WWE running its premium live events on the same night as AEW pay-per-views. His focus is 100% on AEW. That is in reference to WrestlePalooza that will be showing up, and they'll be running that show here in Indianapolis the same day as AEW does their All Out event, and it continues saying, speaking ahead of Forbidden Door this Sunday, Khan said, the most important thing for us is to talk about AEW and work really hard on AEW every week, not necessarily focus on what every wrestling promotion is doing, but I do like watching wrestling and keeping up with what other promotions are doing. This year, WWE has scheduled NXT PLEs against AEW pay-per-views, and in September, WrestlePalooza will air on the same night as AEW All Out. Despite the head-to-head scheduling, Khan remains confident in his company. At the very best of AEW, we've been super focused on what we're doing. I know we have the best wrestlers, the best TV shows and pay-per-views, and the best fans. AEW Universe, pretty much saying, do you think that WWE counter programming affects the viewing, or are you all in on AEW no matter what? Once again, that is credited to the Legends of Wrestling Facebook page, but I want to bring it to the floor here because if this is it, if that is true, if that is Tony Khan's mindset, I'm saying they have a chance if you focus on yourself. Don't worry about what WWE is doing. Focus on your product and giving the best product, like Grun has been saying, giving the best possible product to your fans on who is following you. And maybe the people who are going to walk away from WWE once this new deal comes in, if that's what happens, because there's a lot of people not happy about having to go to Netflix on Monday, then CW on Tuesday, then Friday USA Network, and then Peacock, and now about to be ESPN. I get it. We're having to chase WWE for programming when they should be making it to us. Voice, long time Tony Khan critic. I think all of us are. You heard what he said there. If this is his mindset, where are you at? Like, once again, with this this opportunity ahead with the WWE program changing and AEW having potential to get some new fans from it.
It's perfect. Even Rome fell. So if this is the thing, we say it all the time, that it's been brought up in our chat. The people who provide the money that keeps it going for all of these promotions are your fan base. If the fan base doesn't show up, how the fuck are you putting on a show? So pricing out your fan base will make it very easy for Tony Khan with this mindset. He could potentially take a good chunk of their fan base. And if he puts in the effort and they put in some actual storytelling, they have the talent to do this. This is why it's not the old days of all you have to do is be the giant and crush your opponent. Sometimes David wins. Sometimes Rome falls. Sometimes things happen. And this is a prime opportunity in which this could benefit AEW, and they could potentially walk out on top of all of this. And it's only one person's fault when it comes down to it, and it's the person who said we have to have our money back right now, because that all legendary WrestlePalooza that WWE has been putting on all the time. You're going to charge $200 for the cheapest seats for a WrestlePalooza? Get the fuck out of here. To take ECW's name and put it to your shit salad, that's ridiculous. I know you own all of this. You got all the rights. You do all that. You have all the monies. Who cares? If you don't have the fans, you don't got shit.
I've said it on this show before. I know I have. I don't like the counter program. I get it. I understand it. It's business. But the last time WWE counter programmed an AEW show, it produced the worst WWE show of the year with that last Saturday night main event. It was terrible. It was so bad. It was so bad that WWE had to say, "Listen, we can't show our stuff on your network anymore. We're just showing it on Peacock because we can't handle all the ads that you guys are adding. You brought down the quality of our product with the constant ads on regular network television. So now they're done with that, and they're like, oh, just all on Peacock. But man, I'm just saying the counter programming, man. And I'm a huge WWE guy. I've watched WWE for years. I've critiqued WWE for years. I've written about WWE. I've did all this shit, all of it, all of it. But also, when it was time, when I felt like it was time to jump over to TNA, I did it. When I thought it was time to jump over to Ring of Honor, I did it. When it was time for me to jump over to New Japan Pro Wrestling, I did it. I have no problem taking my wrestling business, picking it up, and going somewhere else.
Yeah.
If you're not doing the stuff that I feel like you need to be doing. Do I love WWE? Yes, I do. But I love wrestling. I love wrestling.
GCW, I think they just celebrated 10 years.
Wow.
Think about that. GCW, 10 years.
I did not know they've been around 10 years.
I'm pretty sure it was either 10 or 15. I know they just celebrated a big milestone for them.
Not easy to keep any business in business for 5 years, let alone 10 or 15.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Wow. That's real interesting stuff. But like I said, this is not. And honestly, I put this a lot on TKO's head. I know probably the whatever higher ups that are higher up in WWE have their hands tied from the higher ups that are higher up in TKO. So I everybody wants to blame and Triple H is basically I think I forget who on this channel said it. I think it might have been Kevin. You guys might have talked about it. But pretty much Triple H is the president. He's the figurehead. He's the guy that you point to and said when everything's great, oh, he's an amazing booker. And when things start to kind of suck, you point at Triple H and be like, oh, you suck. Instead of, the real frustration that you should be throwing at that, and that's the TKO business model that they are pushing on and making WWE adopt because, let's face it, that's who owns the company now. Mm-hmm. That's it. It's not Vince McMahon anymore. TKO. No. It's a corporation. So if you want somewhat, yes, it is. If you want independently owned professional wrestling and that's what you prefer, I'm not putting a preference on anything. You like what you like. This is not a we're swaying you towards WWE, we're swaying you towards AEW. This is all wrestling, but I'm just going to put it out here like this. If you prefer an independent family owned wrestling company, then it's AEW right now because
100%.
because WWE is corporate owned. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is right now. So like that's your options right now. And that's just a perfect way to say that we have Forbidden Door that is going on right now. And I know Chat Chief is talking about it in our Discord as we speak. Chat Chief doing all things with you, that. Chief. But our guy, yeah, he's our guy, Chat Chief. But man, we've got that going on, and there's a lot going on because I could see some of these matches. But one match that I'm definitely looking forward to. We're not going to talk about all the matches, and I saw of Kill Switch. Kill Switch is getting up with Kip Sabian to go up against Edge and Christian, Adam Copeland, Christian Cage. I haven't really followed it too much just because I haven't jumped too much into it, but I knew the show was today and I'm like, man, I'm interested in some of the stuff that they are doing. Had Bruzy in there in the chat saying the only thing on AEW that he really likes is Christian and his character. We're gonna also break down a little bit of NXT and just kind of graze over that tonight. But I want to bring it to you guys. We have Forbidden Door going on. Hangman Adam Page versus MJF. That's for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. This one's going to be a cool one right here. If you're a fan of Ring of Honor and New Japan Pro Wrestling, Zack Sabre Jr. is going to be going up against Nigel McGuinness for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. That's going to be interesting. A young up and comer Kyle Fletcher. I like Kyle Fletcher quite a bit. He's the AEW TNT Championship.
I like that Nigel dude.
Oh, Nigel McGuinness.
Yeah, I've seen
Nigel McGuinness.
matches.
Yeah, I watched a lot of his stuff in Ring of Honor. That's where I really watched a lot of Nigel McGuinness was Ring of Honor. Mercedes Moné, she's got a fatal 4-way that she's going to be involved in. Now, this one's going to be a good one right here. There's a couple good ones. Timeless Tony Storm is going to be going up against Athena. So that's going to be really good. Two chicks you could have saw wrestle on NXT back in the day now got a main spot on this card. Then Okada going up against Swerve Strickland. That's going to be a sleeper. But a lot of great matches is looking like. Once again, there's opportunity out there. We talk all things wrestling, and we was even in the chat. Just full transparency to you guys out there in the household. We were like, man, we've got a lot of people that are in the Discord, and they're talking AEW. And we've been real honest and real upfront about how we feel about AEW. We have not hit it. We have been honest with it. But also, we were like, man, we feel like a responsibility to our fan base that is watching AEW. We want to try to open that up and try to find some things that we, enjoy about it so that way we can relate. We want to relate to all of our fans. That's what we want to do. So, Voice, I'm going to throw it to you, man. I just named off a few matches, and this card is going on as we speak. Is there anything that I don't want to say like it's going to completely pivot for you, but would make you be like, you know what? I peep AEW to see this.
The Swerve match.
Okay.
I like how they're switching that up, and wasn't he going up against Okada? That's how you say his name. Wasn't he going up against Omega for a while?
He had some great matches with him, legendary matches.
But with that, the reason I'm saying that match would probably get my interest because I would like to see Okada against somebody else, and I think setting him up against Swerve, if they haven't already, because I'll be full transparency, I haven't been watching it, but if they haven't set up a storyline between those two yet, I think this is a perfect opportunity. And Swerve has proven over the years that he can carry a storyline, no problem. Mm-hmm. He's very good at it, very talented. I mean, he uplifted the deadpan fucking Hangman.
He did. Yeah,
he did. That dude is boring as fuck. I don't care what anybody says. He bores the shit out of me, but Swerve actually made him interesting. So things like that. I'm not really. I would have been. Let me take that back. I would have been 6 months ago excited for the Toni Storm Athena match, but here's my issue. I like Toni Storm. I like what she does, but I think she's in a weird position because she's kind of like the counterculture to the culture that we've been trying to create to women's wrestling, in which not making it such a sexualized thing. And she's adding that into her repertoire. I mean, she's had it in there for a while, but now she seems to be a big face for AEW. And it leaves me conflicted because I get to enjoy the match because they do great work, in-ring work. Tony's great between the ropes, and Athena, she can go. We've seen her do it many times.
Oh yeah.
But when they add those extra things in, it's like, I don't need her licking another woman. I don't need her muff diving somebody when she's got her up for a pile driver. Those are like, I get it. Be witty on the mic like you are. You don't have to add those things in between the ropes. And I know I'm the one who's like, oh, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh, hot chicks. Blah, blah. But that's not the wrestling I want. I've never wanted that in my women's wrestling. In my women's wrestling, I want them shown like the men, because they can do it. We've seen it, and it's been paved by people who never even was in a ring. Miss Elizabeth paved the way for a lot of these women to come down here and do the things that they're doing. And then to go from Luna Vachon, like, come on. Like, to have that woman in any promotion when she was around, I would have loved. I could have wrote storylines after storylines for Luna. But I want it back. I want that respect there. I don't want people tuning in just because they're like, oh, I wonder what she's got. Are they going to sniff butts? Oh, let's hope so. Like, no, that's not what we want to see. We want to see she's going to fucking choke slam her through a table. What is there going to be another high heel driven into Tony's forehead? I mean, that's when I was infatuated with what she was doing.
Yeah.
I've said my piece. I've come off as the crotchety old man.
No, listen, man. I guess I'm crotchety too, because I've said it in our chat before. I just don't enjoy, like, every now and again I get the sharing the kiss thing to pop the crowd or whatever, and whatever. Like, it's not. I got no problem with people's sexual orientations. It doesn't make me feel uncomfortable. I don't care about that shit. But it's like, it just feels like it takes away from the match, when you're doing stuff like that. And it's like, if it happens every few and far between, then cool, I'm fine with it. But like, you're licking her, you're telling her to get inside your belly and everything. And yes, it's a great reference. Austin Powers, I get it, I understand it, I love that part. But like, still, just like, can we keep that to like a very minimum? Like, just do it when it's like, if we're doing it every week, it doesn't mean nothing no more, man. Like, at this point, they're just like, you're just like touching your coworker because you want to, and it's like, come on, like, I don't know.
Touching your Grun, I want to touch you.
Grun's like, what the hell?
I'm sorry, but like, I want to get off because I just found this. There is a video clip of Raja Jackson accepting Sicko Stu's apology before he brutally attacked him.
Wait, what?
Sicko apologized for the beer can, and at some point before the beatdown. But as we know, this was clearly a work. That whole scene was supposed to be a work. Clearly, Sicko, he thought, like, hey, you know what? This is an opportunity because this stuff's all you gonna end up on social media. Let's build something to this. He's thinking business. And Raja is just so full of himself because one thing I've seen is that apparently he is a streamer on Kick.
Oh, okay, so he streams. All right, okay.
Like, it's like, okay, that's great, but you got your daddy's last name, so and people know your daddy, but people
don't you stream on Kick too?
Occasionally, yeah, every Friday night. I don't stream too often because I don't have much of a presence there. It's hard to build a presence, but tune in when I am doing the Grun's vs. Smackdown preview show, and I'm and it's like, it's not just this, but it's also AEW potentially doing better. It's like, I remember hearing that, hey, this promotion is doing better with TNA. I knew because TNA, when they were doing great, it was 2008, 2009. 2010 is when they started going downhill. It's like, no, we're doing great. It's like, no, the wrestlers on the show are literally saying you're tearing this company apart. And like, and the other thing that came to mind was WCW at one point was winning the Monday Night Wars. WCW could have won.
Oh, yeah.
And it wasn't WWE. It wasn't just WWE that they finally started putting out better content. It was WCW shot themselves in the foot constantly and screwed them over with the contracts they were signing and the people they were signing.
Mm-hmm.
They screwed themselves.
Yep.
It is so easy to do that.
Drunky the Clown was a big part of that.
Jesus.
Yep. Yeah. And here's the thing. This is it's so funny because Grun really nailed it. That some of WCW's biggest flaws were giving out huge contracts to talent that they had no direction for, no plans for, and they were just throwing. I mean, it was a freaking blank check, man. I mean, come on. It
They
was just a blank check. And
yeah.
also, and I'm going to let you continue, Glenn,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
also, just like we were talking about with Tony and what he said he was doing was focusing on his product, WCW was not focusing on their product. WCW was spoiling WWE Raw or WWF Raws on WCW television, and that's what really freaking screwed them. Boom. So yeah. Go Grun, go ahead,
Yeah,
man.
go back to the contract things. AEW did not hesitate to sign Ricochet. They did not hesitate to sign Isla Dawn. They did not hesitate to sign Athena. They did not hesitate to sign Mercedes Moné. They did not hesitate to sign Saraya,
Yeah.
Mercedes Moné,
Mariah May.
Tony Storm, like
Mm-hmm.
countless women, Ruby Riot, or Soho now, um, like they don't hesitate to sign former WWE. Tell them like, guys, stop doing this.
Yes.
This is
Gotta
this
slow
is
down
this
on
is
that.
what this is what made me uninterested. Like, it's like you guys got me interested because you were promoting guys like Darby Allin, Sammy Guevara, Private Party,
Mm-hmm.
MJF, Hangman
Mm-hmm.
Adam Page. You were
Mm-hmm.
promoting people I had never heard of. Chris
Mm-hmm.
Statlander, you introduced me to her. You introduced me
Mm-hmm.
to Anna Jay. You introduced me to so many wrestlers that were young and learning the industry that clearly had star power in them. Maybe
Yep.
they didn't have it honed yet, but now they have it honed so much better.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, that's what I want. But you're giving me the same WWE crap that I was seeing, and you're giving me Hurt Business 2.0, and it's never going to recapture that same magic of Hurt Business. And yes, no one is going to deny WWE screwed the pooch with Hurt Business.
Badly.
They had magic. They did not realize how much magic they had with the Hurt Business. The fans loved it. The dynamic of MVP, Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, and Cedric Alexander. Somehow, all four together, were fucking magic.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing that with the Hurt Syndicate. Maybe they're doing well. Maybe fans are enjoying it, but it's not the same thing. AEW, I love pro wrestling, and here's the thing. If WWE is screwing me over, and I come back, watch your product, and you guys screw me over, I'm done. I'm done.
Yep.
I'm done with pro wrestling. It's like that is the scenario we are in. Is that you got diehard fans who are like, it's like, if I stop watching pro wrestling, I can spend a lot more time working out. I can spend a lot more time on other things that are more important than pro wrestling.
Sure.
But I love pro wrestling.
Yep.
Don't make me hate it.
That's fair. That 100% fair, because you encapsulated it so perfectly, because there's quite a few people that I've talked to just in the last week, because I'm you guys know I'm real deep in the wrestling community as far as who I know, who I talk to and stuff, and so many people have said, man, I don't even know if I'm probably just gonna be done watching wrestling, because a lot of people will say, it's too expensive to follow WWE and they don't like AEW. So if that's the case, they're just done. And that's why there's a lot of people who are saying, and I'm saying it and I will say it, support independent professional wrestling. If you got nothing else, if you do not want to put your money towards WWE, if you do not want to give AEW a chance, well, I'm not saying you should or you shouldn't. But if you're just done with all that and you just want some good old homegrown professional wrestling, support your local independent professional wrestling company. You can find it there for sure. And man, it's just crazy to say. And also Goalie Gummies, once again, goalie.com, and enter promo code IYH for a discount. Goalie Gummies, wellness is real important, y'all. Goalie nutrition. These things are, once again, real great for my workout. Hope you guys can give that a chance and put it towards your workout. Get you feeling good, get you looking good. It's definitely a testament. And for you guys out there that are wrestling, hey, if you need that energy, Goalie Gummy, make sure you check it out. Once again, goaliegummy.com, promo code IYH for that discount. when you check out. So last thing that we want to talk about before we slide out of here and call this a really great episode, which it has. It's been real juicy. We talked about a lot of stuff, a lot of topical stuff. We've kept it a very news heavy edition of the Sunday House Party, which I like it. I don't hate it. And we're going to continue that because tonight we got more wrestling, guys. We got wrestling going on right now as we speak with AEW Forbidden Door and everything going on with that. And then tonight we have NXT Heatwave, and this seems like a solid little show for sure. Looks like it's about 6 matches, and yeah, I gotta say this seems very interesting. I'm gonna go through the card, and then we will just discuss it, talk about it. Once again, we'll just chop it up like we've been doing. Been a real good episode. I'll get some of your guys' thoughts. So, okay. Obafemi will be defending the NXT Championship against Javon Evans in a singles match. You're going to have Chelsea Green and Ethan Page with Alba Fire and Piper Niven going up against Tyra May Steele. Oh, okay. Tyra May Steele and Tavion Heights and mixed tag team action. Okay. All right. All right. Jada Parker is going to be going up against Kalani Jordan and Lola Vice. Triple threat match to determine the number 1 contender for the NXT Women's Championship. Okay. Okay. JC Jane is going to be going up against Masa Slamovich, who's also going to be going up against Ash by Elegance in a triple threat match for the TNA Knockouts World Championship. All right. Hank and Tank are going to be going up against 2 members of Dark State. And that is for the NXT Tag Team Championships. And then Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe are going to be going up against each other, and they've been feuding for a while now. Okay, all right. I was not aware fully of the card until I brought it here ahead of me, but that looks like a solid card. Definitely might be worth watching there. Grun, what do you think about that card, man? What are your thoughts?
I'm gonna be honest. Like, the card looks like it should be a good card. I think AEW has a chance to have better matches and have overall a better card than NXT. It's like I don't want to throw shade at any the only match that really has me interested is the triple threat to determine the next number 1 contender for the NXT Women's Championship. That match excites me. Hank and Tank, a great tag team. Dark State, from what I've seen, like, they've just proven they're big guys. That's it. Chelsea and Ethan, I think, are I don't know why the hell we don't see more of those two together. Those two would absolutely bleed money.
Man,
are you kidding me? Like, Tyra May still look. I hope she does well in this match. I hope she does. Tavion Heights, he's starting to. This is him trying to break out of no quarter catch crew.
Yeah.
So, look, hopefully that's a good match. Chelsea and Ethan, I think they can bring. I think they can make both Tyra and Tavion look really good.
I think so too.
Good. Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe should have a really good match.
Yeah.
Triple threat for the TNA Knockouts Championship. It should be good. But like, and then even Obafemi versus Javon Evans, like, yeah, classic big man versus little man fight. Not an Obafemi match that I'm really looking at and that I'm actually looking forward to.
I don't think I honestly don't think Javon Evans like Obafemi's winning, right? Like,
yeah, he's got him.
He's winning.
No way Javon is ready for that.
I don't think so. I love Javon Evans. Think he's an incredible high flying talent. I mean, he's got a whole lot of potential. I think he's got to become a better like technical wrestler, because you could only carry that high flying stuff for so long before the body don't do that stuff anymore. But definitely a quality wrestler, but nowhere near ready. Like, Obafemi is like on the freaking top of the mountain, and everybody else is just like trying to get up the mountain, and he's just like kicking them down, and like he's just the top guy right now. And the only other person who could possibly even contend with him is Trick Williams, and he's busy, and Trick is doing other shit.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, it's Obafemi in this match.
Yeah, I don't know. A little bit, like I said, I'm a little bit disappointed with this card. It doesn't look terrible, but it's not. it definitely doesn't seem like it has the bang power that NXT usually has with their PLEs.
Sure.
I will say this: I'll be extremely excited if Jada Parker is the one to walk out of that triple threat with the win.
Sure.
I'm also not going to be mad if JC Jane loses the NXT Women's title to Jada Parker. I think
Yeah.
Jada's badass.
You know what? During Evolution, I became quite the big fan of JC Jane. I became like, I just really loved like her facial expressions, and I just felt like everything was so meaningful in what she did. Like Voice always says, she took her 5 minutes and really impressed me. But yes, Jada Parker is another one that I think is incredibly talented. Jada Parker has superstar main event potential in the future, and I love that. I like what you said. I love the honesty as well, as far as like, yeah, this is not NXT's best effort as a show. It's not, and maybe chalk that up to a little counter programming. But hey, what do I know? What do I know? But I will say this: like Kalani Jordan, I'm a fan of her. But I don't think she's ready to be in the NXT Women's Championship. Lola Vice, I think Lola Vice is close, about there, but Jada Parker is about as close to the polished ready talent that you're going to want to go up against JC Jane and actually have real potential in beating her for this NXT Women's Championship. So yeah, I would say Jada Parker. I am excited for that. I think I am gonna still sit down and watch this, even though I'm not excited for the main event, Obafemi and Javon Evans, because it seems very obvious. But I'm very interested to get my first look at Tyra May still. I think that's going to be great. Masha Slamovich is somebody that I got a chance to work with when I worked at GCW back in February. Got a chance to see her in ring close and personal. She's very talented. I think Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe is going to have a good match. Not super excited for that tag team match, but as far as Hank and Tank and Dark State, not super excited for that. But there are things on this show that have me excited. I'm going to throw it over to Voice, get some of his thoughts, man. NXT Heatwave, give me some of your thoughts, brother.
I mean, I honestly, I do think Oba retains. Right now there's no stopping that dude. Why? And where are you going to put him on the main roster right now?
Right.
I mean, he doesn't. To me, he's not fitting in there. How do you say that lady's name that you worked with?
Masha Slamovich.
Masha Slamovich.
Yes.
I seen her for the first time. It was, I think, the last PLE for NXT.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Wow.
Impressive, right?
Very impressive. So I'm looking forward to that. Heatwave, I think it's a unique PLE for NXT.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm tired of it them using it to compete with AEW. I hate this. I mean, at the end of the day, it can stand alone and it can gain so many more views of it. I know the Forbidden Door is happening right now, but sometimes watching all this wrestling kind of makes you not want to watch wrestling at the end of the day. You kind of want to watch something else after a weekend of wrestling. So I'm actually looking forward to watching this because it seems like PLEs are limited for me in the upcoming months.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna enjoy the ones I can right now. So I'm probably gonna be in the Discord doing some live chats during it.
Let's go. I'm in.
I've been trying to get some Forbidden Door going from a certain thing in our Discord that you could connect to, but not finding any feeds. So that'll be something I continue with later.
Well, one thing I did see with the AEW Forbidden Door, I don't know, I'm checking now, I don't think it's been mentioned. Oh, no, yeah, Chachi just a little while ago mentioned Jamie Hayter making a return. So, which is,
okay.
yeah, Jamie Hayter's back. I mean, another one. I'm a big fan of Jamie Hayter. Love her. I think she's great.
Okay.
AEW, win me over, please. Okay, don't make me hate pro wrestling.
Yeah, no, we need Grun here, y'all. So I need
Yeah.
AEW to do good. I need WWE to get their shit together because we need Grun here. He brings a lot to the table here, and we appreciate everything that he does. But guys, I'll say this: we have AEW that's going on right now. We have NXT that's going on later, and man, I love the idea of doing something to where we could talk a little bit of NXT because I was gonna watch it like. Once again, full trans. We're honest here on the show. I totally forgot Heat Wave was happening. Totally forgot. But I after I left the gym, I picked my son up from his friend's house, and he said, "Hey, you gonna watch the show tonight?" And I was like, "What? Forbidden Door?" And he was like, "No, Heat Wave." And I was like, "The fuck, Heat Wave is happening?" I was like, "Hold on." I was like, "Okay." So I was like, "Yeah, I'll check it out." And then Voice saying that he wants to do something in the Discord. I'm like, hell yeah, that gives me more reason to want to, go ahead and check it out. So yeah, Heat Wave, I'll definitely check that out. And then remember, guys, next week we are going to be doing the live watch along with Clash in Paris. That is going to be super fun. Super excited for that. And I feel like we want to make that big because as far as I know, I don't know if there's going to be another time where we're going to be able to do a live stream, live watch along all together because with them moving to ESPN and that going down, not everybody's going to be able to cop that. And then with AEW, they still have to pay for their pay per views and stuff because they're still pay per view. So for me, I'm like, all right, man, we got this big clash in Paris. We have an opportunity to have a big watch along, make this fun for the fans, make this fun for the panel here, and this might be the last time that we're able to do it. So I'm like, let's do it big. Let's make it fun. Clash in Paris watch along. We're doing it next week, baby. It's going down 1:30. Join us Eastern Standard Time as we will sit there before the show goes on the air, talk about the show, and then when the show goes on the air, we're watching it. We're watching it live right here with you guys out there in the household. And this has been a really great episode, really fun. We got real speculative, talked about a lot of things, kept it in the news. I really enjoy it when we switch it up and do some different things. And you guys out there that are joining us on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitch, and now on X, which a lot of interaction on X. We appreciate y'all big time for coming and seeing what we are doing and checking us out. Make sure you guys leave comments. Make sure you guys check us out on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify in your house. Give us 5 stars and make sure you hit a swanton bomb on that follow button and check out everything that we are doing here at In Your House. But we're going to slide out of here. And before we do that, I got to give my guys the opportunity to plug anything that they want to plug. I'll start with the Grunmeister here. Where can they catch you and everything that you're doing?
You can catch me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Grunmeister, YouTube under the name Grunmeister, Kick under the name Grunmeister. I am a sneaky streamer. Sometimes I stream games. Occasionally I will stream a Dynasty game. I am in a Dynasty league, and it's gone very bad. My most recent game, I was able to score 22 points to the other team's 38. So we're getting there. Also believe that was the last game of I got one more game. So maybe I can make it 2 and whatever. We'll see. Smackdown is what I talk about on Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Tune into that. Also, look out for the recordings. I'm sorry the recordings have been a little bit shorter the last 2 weeks. I had really no deep opinions on SmackDown. This next one, I will have deep opinions on SmackDown.
All right.
And we also going to be covering Clash in Paris a little bit on that episode as well.
Absolutely. We appreciate you, man. We'll get all those out and pushing again. I'm getting those emails, so we'll get that out there. And man, the podcast version is jumping, so we got to keep pushing out those episodes. But I got to throw it over to my man Voice because he does a lot of shows, a lot of work here for In Your House, and it is appreciated. And he's always doing stuff on his own too, but I can't tell you everything that he's doing. He's the one who can tell you. He's got it all. That's the Voice, Josh Joseph. Where can they catch you, man?
All right, fans. So if you enjoyed what was happening here, come join us tomorrow, Monday. It's at 7 p.m. It's the Monday Night Raw preview review show where me, Grun, and Kevin Calloway, we talk Monday Night Raw. We bring you into our world and we let you know what we're thinking about. And we want to know what you're thinking about. So come join us, give us your opinions, and let us know what gets you motivated about Monday Night Raw. So outside of that, if you like a little blood, you like a little violence, you like a little comedy, and you like a little, well, sexual windows, you can come and join us on the ECW Watch Along. There's always some fun. We just had Joel Gertner a few episodes ago. It was a fun time. We
Oh
just
my God.
honored Spike Dudley and
Yes, we
told
did.
him, get your ass in the Hall of Fame. There's an
Yes,
open
we did.
door for you. So come join me and Howse as we explore ECW and tell you all the things that you should have loved back then and still should love today. And then outside of that, I go on Seas every once in a while. It's on a Saturday. It's at 8 p.m. It's Conspiracies at Sea. And, well, we just talk some nonsense. Come be a silly goose with us and have a silly goose time. And that's 8 p.m. with Viking Storm and our young Jamie herself, Luna. So come join that. That's a fun time. And you can always catch me here on a Sunday house party where it's fun and you've seen what we did. So come join it. Come be part of it.
Yes, come be a part of it. And it's comments like the last one there from Fightins One saying, I can't wait to hear Kevin's take on the Rajah Jackson thing. See, that's why we do it, man. We got some great fans in our community that are ready to hear people in the household takes, and I'm proud
Yes.
of that. I'm proud of what we do here. The action in the chat, amazing. The views are amazing. This was a great episode where we just, man, we're just, I got no problem saying it on air. Damn, we're hitting the stride right now. Love what we're doing. In Your House is moving, In Your House is grooving, and we got a lot of irons in the fire right now. So, once again, follow everything that is going on here at In Your House, whether it be what we got going on Mondays with Window Liquors, talking all things raw and much more. Wednesdays, you can catch me in the amazing, divinely designed Annie O'Neill, and we talk all things Monday Night Raw. We just had her back on the show, and we talked everything going on with that. It was a great episode. We're really hitting the stride. Thursdays, ECW. I listened to the Joe Gertner episode once again yesterday because I thought it was that good. And I was just proud of it, man. Just another work of art here from In Your House. Fridays, we got my man Grun doing great things on SmackDown. And remember, August 30th, that is a Saturday, 7 p.m., we are going to be doing the draft for our fantasy football league, okay? So if you can't be there live for the draft, I wanted to remember to say this. Remember, you can preset your picks. You can preset your picks. You can do it on your phone. You can do it on your computer. It is Yahoo. And remember, we're having fun with this, y'all. We're not doing no buy-in or anything. I said we're throwing all that out the window because I just want this to be a fun, awesome thing for our community here in the household. So I'm still giving away prizes. I don't give a damn because I'm doing it for y'all out there because you guys support everything that we do. And I want the fantasy football to be fun and interactive. I'm thinking of doing things like maybe having cats come in, like send us video promos for the weekly matchups. Put it on the show here. We will keep up with the standings here on the Sunday house party. I'm going to make sure we have our standings watch and everything. I've got a lot of ideas for this fantasy football that I just want to incorporate. Stuff I've done before, but I've never done it here for the podcast. So I want to take something that I've done, commissioner of fantasy football. I've done it many years before and I've had a lot of fun doing it. Now to incorporate it with this podcast, get real interactive with it. That is my goal, is to make this fantasy football league fun and interactive for everybody and up engagement. And remember, guys, that's what it's all about. It's all about the fun. And for me, fun is putting in the work. And that's HOWSE and the W stands for work. So for the Grunmeister and for the voice Josh Joseph and the whole team here at In Your House, I am Alikhan the Concept House, here to remind you to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend to hop on this bandwagon. Get on or get gone, because the household is still going mighty strong. You guys have a great day and a great rest of your week. Peace.
Yeah. In your house with O'Khan. Hey, O'Khan in your house. Hollywood in your house. Hypocrisy's head in the clouds. Curating all kind of loud. Wrestling in front of the crowds. Paragon's holding it down. Anybody can get it. Josh Joseph standing on his decisions. He is the voice. There is no choice. We is them boys in your house making wrestling noise. Moving fast just like cruiserweight action. In your house is the perfect distraction. Pumpers in your ears when you in traction. Get this work with some wrestling action. Smoke.